Okay, so this is one of the paintings in this series. It is called the Five Stones. There's also on the background, on the other side, like there is like the symbolic. There's a drawing in the symbolic language of the five stones that will hit Earth. As you see, it's done on it's oil on canvas. It's black and white, but with a little bit of grease the paint, which is a kind of like a bluish color, and some red stains, which are typical. So it's mostly oil, but there is a background. Which is like I think is a black acrylic, if I remember correctly. So also a little bit of acrylic, I think, or possibly this was done with oil like black oil background. Probably with acrylic. So I actually like this painting for all sorts of reasons. You have the lava tube element and the gate element, presumably, and it's a lot of like many elements, and not related. Actually, for the first time I thought about it, it wasn't for the first time, but I thought about it in the past, but I didn't have nothing to do with it. But I wouldn't be surprised if actually, like, the Israeli intelligence actually sold, presumably, paintings that I painted, that of course I did not paint, like for all sort of like well-meaning like people abroad for good money, that of course I've seen zero of it. Of course, that whoever bought it, should be condemned to hell. If you buy something, you should buy it from the person, not from like a third-party sharks that for certain will keep the money to themselves. And one could, if it's actually correct, one could only imagine what kind of garbage you actually bought. But this is just an hypothesis, because the Israelis will do anything that they can to get another like dollar. And people abroad, of course, comply with that. And I would assume that they much easy. That it was easy for them to spill more money and to buy these fakes, ridiculous as they are. Then just buy it from the source, like buy the real things from the source. However amazing that the real things might be, because of course, you don't want like nothing to be on record. Everything should be like behind the curtain of this evil. This is so disgusting and evil. Really, you just deserve to perish, by all those worms. But let's take a look on a sample. So I've taken a sample from two parts, from the oil, and I immersed it in the alcohol again. We'll have because it's a dry oil, so I immersed it in alcohol a little bit, so we can see so it will be a thin layer. So let's see what you've got in it. So I've said this is from I think September 2022, like September or August 2022. It was also, hanged in my mother's balcony for quite a while, so it was subjected to a lot of electricity attack for certain. Okay, so this is magnification of 64. There's a life form. Another one. Oh, so this one will be busy with life forms. We can already tell. Okay, big one. So many life forms, very nice. Very nice. Oh, so this is a new one. Wow. Nice, very nice, huge one and complicated. Let's zoom in. I think we haven't seen on like any of the paintings like this one that is so big and elaborate. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful. Wow. Okay, let's go back to 64. This was 150. This looks like a nice Nero actually, and another one, and another one. So these are Neros and also life forms here, multiple ones, actually very interesting ones and big ones. So yeah, so this was probably due to the fact that it was, I mean, it was one of the courses, of course, the 5 asteroid, you understand. So it was hanged a lot in the balcony, so it was subjected to a lot of electricity from the dear neighbors. So maybe that's why we see like big life forms and elaborate life forms, because the Neros were energized significantly. Okay, so more of the same. This is nice, big one. Another, oh, so a ton of life forms and relatively big. This is a Nero. Very nice Neros and life forms. So this was, I think, the busiest slide that we've seen yet. So I mean, this is like, I mean, another proof that oil is actually great, not only acrylic. Even though this is actually probably most paintings that I've done in oil are, I mean, over like acrylic background or gesso, which is, I think, I'm not sure what the chemical properties of gesso, but I think that it's something like acrylic. I should, I need to like check it. Gesso is a very, I mean, is a well-known like background material. Okay, so that's about it. Yes, very nice indeed. 5 stones.